Next is the general. This gentleman is not only the number 3 income earner, Planet Marketing Worldwide, but he's a 3-star director, and he also has the Sapphire ring indicating earnings over $8,333 a month, Mr. Orlanda Moore.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is still morning, right? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, anybody enjoying the training so far? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, what you take from today, you have to apply it. All right? I'm going to cover the PS3 system. PS3 is simply peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call. Somebody say peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call. Guys, we're going to break this down real quick. Peak interest. I have 2 peak interest questions that I utilize, me personally. We are in the travel industry as independent travel agents. Would y'all agree with that? If we know somebody who is an avid traveler, here's my peak interest question for that person. If I can show you how to save money on the travel that you and the people you know are going to do anyway, would that make sense to you? See, guys, you can form it however you want to, but I would strongly suggest you end it with, would that make sense to you? Here's why you want to end it with that phrase. It helps you with the sifting and the sorting. If somebody tells you it doesn't make sense for them to get paid for travel they're going to do anyway, hello, right? Save yourself some headaches. Don't try to convince them, oh, it does make sense. No, they already told you, well, no, that don't make sense to me. Here's my card. Patronize my website next time you need, right, family vacation or getaway. The other thing we do is on the Planet Marketing side, as Mr. Carlton elegantly explained, we show people how to supplement their income, right? So my second peak interest question that I personally use for people who I might know can use some additional cash flow, if I can show you how to supplement your income without having to get a second or third job, would that make sense to you? Now, again, you dress it up however you want to. It doesn't matter what precedes that does it make sense to you. That's the $1 million question. So when you're piquing people's interest, again, a number of ways you can do it, guys. Those are the 2 that I use. And guess what? I use those same questions over and over and over and over again. So you find what works for you and fine-tune it. And if you haven't been asking that $1 million question, does it make sense to you, then you might want to start adding that and apply it, put it in your repertoire, right? And let's take this thing to the next level. Somebody say peak interest. Do the simple things consistently. Showing the plan. Ms. Ann Jones talked about it, utilizing the tools. Can I tell you that all the tools we have, none of them work unless you do. None of the tools work unless you do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Planet Marketing website. Anybody got a Planet Marketing website? See, some people miss that. Well, what should I? Guys, do you realize what's on your website? Okay, so first order of business for you to do is go to your Planet Marketing website. Spend 5 to 10 minutes every single day on your Planet Marketing website. On your website, guys, we have a 9-minute video. Everybody understand that, right? We have an on-demand call where you got the visionary and the founder himself, along with the president of both companies, sharing your business on your behalf. That's a powerful tool. The travel parties are a must if you plan to be successful in your business. Another tool. And then our weekly meetings that's taking place around the world, literally. But here's what I would share with you. If at all possible, don't let the weekly meeting be the first exposure. That's a validation. Unless that person can't get exposed to whatever, and they can attend the weekly meeting, then great. And the last thing you need to understand, in this industry, it takes usually 3 to 4 exposures before a person makes a decision. Everybody get that? I hear a lot of people, man, they don't get it. Think back. Did you get it the first time? Did you take action right away? See, it's amazing how people, once they have that aha moment, and they drinking the juice, as they say, right? They drinking the Kool-Aid. They get it. Now they think everybody else should get it right away. Guys, understand where you were. Three-way call. Guys, I found this to be the most powerful tool in the industry, but the most underutilized tool in the industry. The most powerful tool in the industry, but the most underutilized tool in the industry. And my thought, after carefully evaluating, the reason it's the most underutilized tool is because people don't want to do the legwork up front. Yeah. See, all that list building, that's work for some people. But understand you're building your foundation. If you were starting a traditional business, if you wanted a big business traditionally, what would you need a lot of? Money, capital. In this industry, if you want a big business, what do you need a lot of? People. People are your resources. And when was the last time people stopped being born? Never. Guys, we got unlimited resources, right? A Latoya Mayberry in my organization is worth more than the bank giving me $10,000. Understand the power of that. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick on this three-way call, and I want to break this down for you. Number one, between you and your prospect, there is trust. There's no respect. Not that they disrespect you, but from the business standpoint, because they know you for who you are. They knew Orlanda Moore as that soldier who served for 22 years. So when I was talking to people about a business in the travel industry, they like, Mo, please, right? All my military buddies, they laughed and clowned me. They say, oh, man, you over here in this desert too long, right? Because they didn't know me as a businessman in the travel industry. The people that know you, they know you as a homemaker, a attorney, or whatever your occupation might be. That's how they know you. So there is trust, meaning they know you won't do anything illegal, unethical, nor immoral for the most part, right? But ladies and gentlemen, here's where the respect comes into play. When you conduct the edification of your senior business partner. See, now they're going to respect that person even though they don't even know them. But you got to understand the psyche of people. Everybody get that? And your subconscious mind can't take a joke. It records everything you share. So when somebody that trusts you, you share with them about a person with respect and edification. And here's the other thing about edification. Edify their accomplishment, not the individual. You don't have to say, Eileen, she walks on water. Ann Jones, she's the best of the best. Edify their accomplishment. I'm working with one of the top leaders in the company who has already helped thousands of people be successful. Now they're helping me. They told me if I found somebody sharp like you, I might be able to get 5 minutes. Not sure if I get 10, but I might be able to get 5 minutes of their time so you can see exactly what we're doing. Guys, edify. It's extremely important that you edify your leaders. Don't call your leader, hey, I got a three-way. Can you get on the phone with him? Hey, John, Orlanda, this is John. John don't know me. So he definitely doesn't trust me, let alone respect me because you haven't done any edification. Guys, you got to do the edification piece up front. Everybody understand that? Now, when we talk about the three-way call, the actual conducting of that three-way call, you've done the edification up front. Here's the other thing you've already done. You've exposed them. Guys, you cannot close where you have not exposed. If you haven't exposed that person, why would you try to conduct a three-way call? See, there's something called qualifying your prospect. I am not going to waste Mr. Bradley's time getting a prospect on the phone if they iffy. JP, I've already interviewed them. Now, here's where a lot of people go wrong. They don't ask that million-dollar question. Once you've exposed them, what did you like best about the video? What did you like best about that on-demand call where you heard from our founder? The question is, what did you like best? And guess what happens when they say, well, I didn't get a chance to look at the video. Well, we're going to reschedule your three-way. I appreciate that. Once you take a look at it. But how many people still go ahead and try to do a three-way? Oh, man. Oh, well, hey, JP, I know we got a three-way set up. I look forward to, talking to my prospect. I sent them the video. You sent it to them. Have they watched it? Guys, don't waste your leaders' time. Respect their time. But this is what happens with that prospect when they see your conviction level, when they see your posture. They don't take you as a joke. They know you're serious about your business. So when I hear people say, oh, well, they're not taking it serious, well, because they're not taking you serious. Because you think your business is just some little thing that you're doing. But guys, when you have that conviction level and that posture, it makes a total difference. You've exposed your prospect, you've piqued their interest, you've shown them the tools, and whatever they like best, guess what? Now you're going to brief your expert, your senior business partner. Listen, hey, Trudy, I sent Ann the video. She took a look at it. She loved the fact that she can travel better for less and earn travel commissions because she knows a lot of people who travel. I've already briefed her. I've edified my senior business partner to my prospect prior to getting them on the phone. Trudy don't want to hear a 5-minute dissertation about herself. Do the edification prior to getting them on the phone. Everybody get that? Don't get on the phone. Yeah, Trudy, oh my goodness, she is just a basketball wife, and she don't want to hear all that. She own 4 shoe stores, and no. Edify prior to getting them on the phone. Very key, guys. Once you've done that, now you're ready to expose and get on the 3-way call. You scheduled it. You made the appointment. Okay? You made the appointment. Somebody said make an appointment. Make an appointment with your senior business partner. All the directors work off a calendar. I know that. They work off of a calendar. Now, every now and then, if you got a hot prospect, if they got time, they might make it happen for you. But, you guys, you need to schedule those 3-way calls. Does that make sense? Okay. We've exposed. We've done the preliminaries. We've done the groundwork. It's time for the 3-way call. Number 1, know how to work your phone. It's a 3-way call. If you still got Boost Mobile, none against Boost Mobile, I don't know. But if your track phone ain't, know how to conduct a 3-way call. Don't call your senior business partner. You know what? My phone ain't working. Can you call them? It happens. Directors, y'all ever had that? Oh, man, I don't know why can you call them? No. Guys, it's a 3-way call. You have the relationship with your prospect. Everybody understand that? You have the relationship. If I call, it's a cold call. I don't care if you've edified me. They still don't know me. You got to check the block. You got to make the connection. That's the purpose of the 3-way call, right? Now that we got your phone working, you know how to, right? You upgrade to Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever you got. Now you know how to work your phone. You got a 3-way call. You already scheduled it. You know what they like best. You briefed your senior business partner. You make the phone call. A lot of people, that's the elephant in the room. They don't want to pick up that phone, Natalie. They don't want to make the phone call. But guys, once you pick up the phone, call your senior business partner after you have your prospect on the line. Now watch this. LaVonya and I have a 3-way call set up. 10 minutes prior, guess what I'm doing? Anybody want to guess? I'm sending her a message. Hey, LaVonya, I got my prospect standing by. Thank you so much for a few minutes of your time this morning. Guess what? If I don't have my prospect, guess what I'm doing? LaVonya, I've been reaching out to my prospect. I can't catch them right now. I'll keep you posted. 5 minutes till, if I haven't gotten them, I thank you so much. We'll reschedule. Very important. I'm not going to call her 10 minutes after. Oh, you know what? I was trying to get them. I'm just telling you what people do. And some of y'all guilty. It's okay. But that's what this is about. That's what this training is about, right? Guys, you got to respect the time of your senior business partner. Call them in advance. Text them in advance. Verify. And if it's not happening, don't wait till 3 o'clock, the time of the 3-way call, to tell them, I can't get them. Don't do that. Okay, we're on the phone now. We got everything squared away. We've done all that needs to be done. When we get on the phone, you've already did the edification. Now you're just doing an introduction. LaVonya, this is Joy, the young lady I told you about. Joy, this is my senior business partner, LaVonya Bailey, and she is we're looking forward to having a conversation with you today, right? Whatever you want to say. Now, mute your phone. Yeah, see, you know why they're clapping, right? But guys, you got to mute your phone, especially if you are new. Why? Because too often you make a rookie mistake. You excited, that's great. And you hear your senior business partner, let's say you love the fact that you can supplement your income. Joy loves the fact that she can travel. Her and her family travel all the time. She knows people who travel. She's ready to earn travel commissions. I've already told Lavanya that's where her hot spot is. And guess what she's going to ask? Joy, I understand you love to travel. Yada, yada, yada. Would you like best? To travel, yep, absolutely. Orlanda is about the money. They having a discussion about travel. I don't hear her talk about that amazing 3x9 force matrix. Oh, Lavanya, don't forget to tell her about the matrix now, because she really should supplement her income too, because no. Mute your line. After the introduction, mute your line. Now watch this. 2 reasons you mute your line, so you don't, out of enthusiasm, jump in and try to assist. If you're just going to do the 3-way call, you don't need your expert, right? You don't need your senior business partner if you're going to conduct the call. Everybody agree with that? The other reason you mute your line is so you can hear how they handle the objections. You should be on a 3-way call with your pen and paper, hearing how they handle the objection, overcoming the rejections they might have. Because most new people in the industry think that an objection is a rejection, but it's not. You just got to overcome the objection. And your expert will do that on your behalf. You taking notes, you jot it down, you get it squared away. You follow me? All right. Now that we got everything squared away, I muted my line. Guess what? The expert is going to commend your prospect. Joy, thank you for a few minutes of your time this afternoon. Orlando told me a lot of great things about you, right? See, it's about winning with people. Now that prospect knows, after you edified Lavanya in this instance, Lavanya is not this, oh, this who I am, stuck up. No. She's displaying humility by saying thank you for a few minutes of your time on this afternoon. Everybody get that? Commend the prospect. Don't edify the prospect, and don't you edify the prospect more than your senior business partner. Everybody get that? Now, guess what Lavanya's going to do? Edify Orlanda. Joy, you might not realize this, but Orlanda is a mover and a shaker in our organization. By this time next year, I look forward to helping him earn substantial residual income. Once you partner with him, I look forward to working with you and assist you in achieving your goals as well. See, that senior business partner is going to edify you, and then going to cast the vision for your prospect. And did you see the assumptive close that I've already done? Once you partner with Orlanda, I look forward to helping you achieve your goals as well. We hadn't even started the questioning yet. But guess what? They already feeling, okay, I'm finna win. God, it's about winning with people. One of my favorite books, 25 Ways to Win with People by John C. Maxwell. If you haven't already got that, add it to your library. But it's about winning with people. We are in the people industry. Everybody get that? Now, the expert has done that. You are muted. We already had the preliminaries. Now I'm going to talk to the prospect on your behalf. And your expert will ask for the check. If Joy is excited, and she'll say, oh, Orlando, by the way, am I going to say anything? Oh, Orlando, you there? I'm mute. Now, as soon as Lavanya says, hey, Orlando, yes, ma'am, right? It's showing that expert, not me. Everybody get that? When Joy called me, I'm muted. I don't come back on the line unless my expert calls on me. Some people don't have that humility. Guys, that's what you got to get. And guess what? The expert going to continue to talk to Joy. Joy, what question do you have? Guys, understand that. Get yourself out the way. Now, the way the expert is going to ask for the check, and then some of y'all are doing 3-way calls, right? So the way you ask for the check is a number of ways as we wrap up. Listen, Joy, now that we got all your questions answered, what do we need to do to get you started and partner with Orlando today? Notice, Lavanya didn't say, hey, what do I need to do to get you on my team? It's not about Lavanya. She's conducting a 3-way call for Orlando. Joy, what do I need to do to get you partnered with Orlando today? That's one way to ask for the check. There are a number of ways, but always remember the 3-way call is for that person you're doing a three-way call for. I know the experts know that. So when you start conducting your three-way calls, guys, understand that as well. These are simple principles and mundane for some people, and they get tired of doing it over and over again, and they want to reinvent the wheel. They say, well, it ain't working. No, you're not doing enough of them. You do one or two, well, they didn't close. So you got to get good at what you do. Everybody understand that? You got to get good at your invitation. You got to get good at your list building. You got to get good at your edification. Guys, I promise you, what I've learned is that the edification seals the deal. When they understand you're talking to an expert, and I'm showing my posture, my conviction for my expert, guys, imagine if they talking to a Mr. Donald Bradley. If they talking to a Robert Kiyosaki. I'm telling them, I got you on the phone with $1 million income earner in the future. That's the type of edification I'm giving. Would that have their attention? But if you don't edify guys properly, it's going to be tough on the expert. Now, they still make it happen, but you have to do your part up front. Guys, peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. Peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. The three-way call is the most powerful but the most underutilized tool in the industry. You have to get good at all the above leading up to the three-way call. Does everybody understand that? Yes. Somebody say peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. The purpose of the three-way call is for somebody to validate what you've already shown. Validation. Qualify your prospect. Somebody say qualify them. Edification. Get good at the edification, guys. Schedule the three-way call. Last but not least, you got to execute the three-way call. Somebody say execute. Peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. Plug into the system, utilize the tools, leverage your leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Thank you so much on this afternoon.